Hey guys, it's good to see you. It's Ryan with DP Marketing.Services and author on the book on digital marketing for plumbing and HVAC contractors. Hope you're doing good. Hope things are going well for you. Hey, coming at your video about an interesting topic I want to throw at you. So this is a marketing puzzle that a lot of people struggle to get right. And so if you're plumbing, if you're HVAC, if you're a home service company, you're probably always looking about how to get more leads, what's the best sort of marketing you can do, things like that, right? And it's really easy to be like, well, the so-and-so company, they have a better advantage because they're bigger, they have more trucks, or this so-and-so company is better because they do X, Y, or Z, whatever. And to really kind of think that everyone else has more capabilities than you. And look, to be fair, you might have a point. But if I had to say, so let's say you have a hot dog stand, okay? And if you could have any competitive advantage of your hot dog stand that no other competitor has, what would it be? So think about it. If you have a hot dog stand and you could have one competitive advantage that no other competitor had, what would it be? Now, if you're like most people, you probably think of a few things right off the top. You might be like, I want the best quality hot dogs. I want the best ones. I want people like waiting in line because my hot dogs are so good. If you're like others, you might be like, man, I want the cheapest hot dogs they can find. I want everyone else to be like expensive and mine be like really cheap and they'll be really happy for the price. Right. You might be like, hey, all of our hot dogs are these really unique combinations. We want really unique sort of custom experiences that they won't be able to get anywhere else. And right, you probably, and there's maybe a few more. So I'm going to pause for a second. Whatever you're thinking right now about what you think your competitive advantage be, leave a comment. I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to take a drink of coffee. I'm going to wait for you to type. Go on. You done typing? One more second. Okay. So some of you probably thought like better hot dogs. Some of you thought better prices. Some of you thought like more unique experiences, whatever. Here's the most important thing in marketing. If you can have one competitive advantage that your competitor doesn't have, it's a hungry audience. If you're trying to sell hot dogs, the best competitive advantage you can have is a hungry audience. So here's what I mean. If you are the only hot dog vendor at a baseball stadium full of people who've been stuck there for 6 hours, it doesn't matter how much your hot dogs cost, and it doesn't matter how crappy they are. People will buy your hot dogs just because they're hungry. If you can find a hungry audience, that is the best competitive advantage you can possibly find. I said to go because a lot of guys I talk to, they like to compete with the other companies, right? They like to be like, well, so-and-so company's got a billboard, so I want a billboard. So-and-so company has multiple offices, so I want multiple offices. So-and-so's doing X, Y, or Z. I want to do X, Y, or Z. Guys, if they're doing something, don't do it. Learn from it. Totally be mindful of what they're doing, why they're doing it, learn from it. But instead of trying to copycat, look for a hungry audience. If they're zigging, you zag. In The Art of War, right, a famous literary work that military scholars have studied for years, there's a saying of like, be where the enemy isn't. Don't try to go toe-to-toe with these guys with bigger budgets and bigger staffs and more experience and whatever else. Don't focus on them. Focus on the hungry audience. Wherever you can find a hungry audience, it doesn't matter how much your hot dogs cost, and it doesn't matter how crappy they are. You will make a crap ton of money. So I want to throw this out there. This is like one of those marketing puzzles that is fun to think about. So I'm really curious for you to think about this too. I can't wait to see the comments you write below. But seriously, leave comments. Let me know what you're thinking about, what sort of hungry audience you see in your area. As always, guys, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Stay safe out there. See ya.